law is to him. It's like Dang, when he talks about the law needs to change, when he talks about grace, he is qualified to make that statement.
Yes.
So when God talks about laborers, you have to be into your skill level.
I love that scripture that it says that pray to the Lord of the harvest. He's the one who knows his harvest.
Yes.
Now he's saying send skilled laborers.
Exactly.
And what is it in the kingdom about when you interact with people, there's always the issue of pulling them up.
Yes.
If you're talking of CEO here, if you're stuck and you must talk to these people, you're not talking to them from there.
No.
You are lifting them up.
Absolutely.
Meaning you also have to have the issue of transformation of people in your heart. That transformation doesn't mean changing them to become like kingdom what we know it, but pulling them up.
And that's why we use the example of a CEO we know. He brought up his people by modeling, not by commanding or directing.
Yes.
When they see you, how you live, they want to be like you.
So they come up.
Exactly.
You cannot minister and leave people where they are.
Exactly.
You always have to be the kind of person like the good Samaritan who takes this guy from the ground and brings him to an inn. You don't leave them there. Now, there are many people who will minister to this guy who has been attacked and leave him there.
Absolutely.
But the Bible talks of the good Samaritan is the one who can take this person from where they are to where they ought to be.
And when, that's why when we say a kingdom business must have impact, it must be relevant to have impact.
Okay. Let's
In other words, Daniel was relevant. In fact, it depends on whatever language. If I'm talking to millennials and Gen Z, this is how Daniel was. Nebuchadnezzar had a database problem.
He can't remember what
he cannot remember his PIN code to access his data. And Nebuchadnezzar is weird. He says, whoever will tell me my data and the PIN code. So Daniel operated at a level Nebuchadnezzar had to pay attention to him.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Joseph brought an agricultural solution to a nation.
Yes. Relevant.
From that point, he could speak into that environment.
I love what you've just said about being relevant, because when you're talking about relevance, again, we don't want to say these are kingdom businesses that are so irrelevant.
Exactly.
You're always talking about pre-COVID. We're in a season when what we are discussing today, there are many businesses that are totally irrelevant in this season. There are many careers that are irrelevant. Now, talking about irrelevance, now as kingdom business people, we must always be at the cutting edge.
Absolutely. And let me just digress a little to bring something home.
Please do.
Okay? Let me say something to you. You cannot be the one teaching on giving when you're asking. You get the principle?
Yes.
I'm in a crisis and I'm telling you, you know my sister. Giving does this. Can you help me? In other words, that laborer has already messed up with the harvest.
So talking about skilled laborers.
Yes. If I want to teach you giving, I'm a blessing to you.
Yeah.
And then I say to you, did you know that giving actually brings increase?
Yes.
Now, you're paying attention because I am proof of my message.
I think when we talk about that, we are saying that church as we know it, where we are coming from, the word skilled, laborers were there. Skilled was the problem. So we have laborers going to the harvest and messing it up more. And sometimes you give an example. There's a time you've given an example of bringing a sunny to harvest strawberries.
Exactly. You'll damage the entire farm.
Explain that.
Yeah. You see, this is the thing. Skilled laborers is a very key word. It means knowing what the harvest looks like. It means having experience of the harvest. So let's assume I want to harvest